This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
For a second straight week, the Flames will travel to the Land of Enchantment to play a football game. On Saturday, 2-2 Liberty meets 1-4 New Mexico State in the first ever matchup between the two programs. Liberty's trip to New Mexico last week resulted in a 52-43 win for the Flames, who will again be traveling nearly 2,000 miles this week.
It just means really a great opportunity for us to win 2 games on the road. First year as an FBS program, that's thrilling and exciting. I know it's going to be a tough challenge in so many different ways. So being able to travel on 3.5 hours back-to-back weeks is the most concern that I've had and the most challenge for me as a football coach, as a head coach, that I've been exposed to in my career.
Flames players will again be faced with the challenge of playing in high altitude. That factored into the second half of last week's game when Liberty's 42-10 halftime lead was whittled to 6 by the Lobos in the fourth quarter. Big catches down the stretch from Antonio Gandy Golden and an inspiring performance at quarterback from BUCKSHOT CALVERT helped the Flames survive.
It was definitely a really emotional game. I just feel like we can't really let the emotions get to us too much, and we have to not so much, like you said before, just play the scoreboard kind of at the end. You know, we definitely have to finish more.
The weather is kind of tough, kind of rough, hot, humid. Caught a bunch of guys catching cramps on the sideline on the field. So I think something that we have to do better this week is hydrate, prepare our bodies more.
I really didn't have any problems, but I mean, I'm from Arizona, we just got to stay on the guys. We got to get our potassium intake, keep getting our electrolytes in and, just get ready to bounce back and, get another dub. Safety
Isaac STEELE had 2 of Liberty's 4 interceptions last week. The 4 takeaways made up for the 580 yards of offense the Flames allowed to the Lobos. New Mexico State is coming off a bye week and won its first game 2 weeks ago against UTEP. Running back Christian Gibson had a breakout game for the Aggies, rushing for a career-high 103 yards. Gibson's performance gives a boost to an Aggies rushing attack that already includes Jason Huntley and Royce Caldwell, who are both averaging more than 5 yards per carry.
I feel like they're really going to try to utilize the run game. That's kind of been our weak point. I wouldn't say really weak point because we can still improve everywhere on the field. But I feel like they're really going to try to run the ball.
Yeah, they do have some really good running backs, and I believe our coaches will put a good game plan together and stop it and run. I mean, if you can't stop the run, you're kind of in trouble. So yeah, that'll be a very key part to this weekend.
D-line has to do a really good job with staying in their creases, like Coach Sweet always wants us to do, stay on our creases and just play our gaps.
New Mexico State's defense has struggled this year, allowing nearly 40 points per game. The Aggies have also allowed 1,300 yards rushing and 15 TDs on the ground in 5 games this year. Last week, Liberty scored a season-high 4 rushing touchdowns at New Mexico. 2 of them belonged to Peyton Pickett.
I feel good about the direction we're headed in right now. We got to keep our heads high. And we got to stick together, because it's only going to get tougher. It's only going, the games are going to get closer. Every game is not going to be a blowout win.
And sometimes you can look at a video and a tape, and again, you get caught up in what the record is. You get caught up in who they are and what they did or didn't do. Again, I don't look too far ahead. I know that's just me as a coach, but I think my challenge as a coach is for really to get the players to really start looking at it game by game, day by day.
This week, the Flames are looking to win back-to-back road games for the first time since November 2014. Liberty and New Mexico State will kick off Saturday night in Las Cruces at 8 p.m. Eastern. The game will be televised online at AggieVision.tv and locally in Lynchburg on Channel 24 WZBJ. The Liberty Flames Sports Network will also have live radio coverage beginning at 6:30 Eastern. For the Liberty Flames Sports Network, I'm Nick Pierce.